Yes, I am in a Rudolph onesie. What up, nerds? My name is Leslie Smith. Welcome to The Nerdy Narrative, a channel where I like to talk about all sorts of fun bookish related things, primarily in the science fiction and fantasy categories. However, I do love horror, manga, and most recently, nonfiction. So if you are a reader who likes any of those genres, you're in the right spot. So in today's episode of fun, I'm going to reveal to you my December TBR. The majority of my December TBR are centered around books that I chose that fulfilled prompts in the Reindeer Games Readathon hosted by the Shelf Space Book Club. Currently, teams are still being formed, so I don't know whose team that I'm on, but we are competing against each other. And you know, I'm Rudolph. I never get to play in any reindeer games, but that changes this year. This year, Rudolph about to stand up. Y'all better take note. Once the teams are chosen, we get points based off of every 100 pages we read, and then for each book that we complete that fulfills one of the 12 prompts. So the first prompt that I chose, he sees you when you're sleeping. Read a thriller, horror, or suspense book. I chose book 2 in the Patience of the Dead Man trilogy by Michael Clark, Dead Woman Scorned. I have eagerly been anticipating continuing the series. The first book in the series blew me away. It is my favorite scary book that I have read in a very, very long time. And in fact, it is now my benchmark for what I compare future scary reads to. I'm looking forward to continuing the series so much. The next prompt that I chose, Santa's Elves. Read a book with elves, fae, or other magical beings. So that one's going to be one of two books. If I don't get to Mistborn by the time November's over, it'll be Mistborn. If I do get to it, then it'll be Well of Ascension. So we'll have to see what's going to happen. I was told that there are magical beings in both of these books, so it would fulfill that prompt. The next prompt I chose is Christmas Lights. Read a book with red or green on the cover. I chose Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. Y'all know that the sequel, Ready Player 2, has come out. I've never read this book, even though I have been recommended it so many times over the years. I'm finally going to get around to doing it. It's got the red that I need, so that'll take care of that one. So next prompt that I chose is Stocking Stuffer. Read a novella or short story collection. I chose Juniper by Ross Jeffrey. I've been seeing this little book all over. He just came out with a sequel that people have been raving over. So I'm going to dig into it, see what I think. Brad Proctor had a really good review about it. I'll link that down below for you to check out. But he told me he was really excited for me to get to the end because he wants to know what I think. That usually means I'm not going to have a good time or I'm going to be really scared. So I'm excited to read it for that. And of course, it's always exciting to try out a new author as well. The next prompt I chose, Naughty List. Read a book with an unlikable protagonist. Hello, Ren. Nice to meet ya. Y'all, I am so excited to read this book. I just finished The Dragon Republic a few weeks ago and the ending was just amazing. I mean, the whole book was really good, don't get me wrong, but the ending was really good and it just left it in a way that I was dying to get to the next one. So I'm super stoked to get into this one and see what is going to happen next. The next prompt I chose is Under the Mistletoe. Read a book with a romance in it. So I'll be starting book 1 in the Sinlin Ascends series by Josiah Bancroft. Alan from the Library of Alexandria loves this series so much. His enthusiasm just carries over. I had to read it. He told me that there is a romance in this one, so it would satisfy that prompt. I have no idea what this book is about. I just know that Alan is absolutely blown away by it, so I had to read it. Whenever I hear one of my favorite booktubers tell me what their favorite book is and they just gush over it, it's like nothing else matters. I don't care what it's about. I just want to read it so I can share that experience with them. The next prompt I chose is Family Holiday Time. Participate in a shelf space buddy read. So our shelf space buddy read that I'm going to do is Promise of Blood, which is the first book in the Powder Mage trilogy. I'm very excited to read that one. I got that one on my Kindle. The whole trilogy was on sale one day for $9.99, so I swooped those up. So that'll take care of that prompt. So those are all the books that I will be reading to compete in the Reindeer Games Readathon on Shelf Space. I do have a few others. The first one is Dune. When the movie trailer dropped, everybody in my Discord just got hyped up about it, and next thing I knew, we were all plotting and planning and decided we were going to buddy read this in December. So we are doing a channel-wide buddy read on the Nerdy Narrative Discord if you want to read it for the first time or reread it with us, or if you just want to pop in there and listen to us talk about it and talk about it with us. The link is in the description box down below. Looking forward to it. I've never read it, so I'm very excited. So the final book that I'll be reading in December, I can't reveal. And the reason why I can't reveal it is because it is my Secret Santa BookTuber. What this is something that Andy Smith came up with for the Worldhoppers group. We drew names, and the idea is the person whose name you got, you go to their channel and you find one of their favorite books that they've reviewed. So you read the book, and then on December 21st, we will all be reviewing the books that we read and who our BookTuber was. So I won't be able to share what book it is, when I'm reading it, or anything about it while I'm reading it. And then on December 21st, at the same time, we're all going to drop our reviews about our Secret Santa BookTuber. So that is going to be so much fun. Andy Smith came up with that great idea. I will have his channel linked below. Check him out. Andy has an absolutely fantastic channel. I have enjoyed watching his material very much, except for his Oathbringer review. We're just going to pretend like that didn't happen. Don't watch that one. Just don't watch it. If you love the Stormlight Archives, ignore that. Just go watch all his Malazan and Robin Hobb stuff. Those are all the books that I'm planning to read in December. It is quite the stack, but I am a very competitive person, so I am determined my team will bring home the win in Shelf Space. If you are not a part of Shelf Space, I'll have the information linked below. Please come join us. It is absolutely the best book club there is. I may be a little biased, but it's okay. If you've read any of these books, comment down below. Let me know which ones you've read, why you love them, why you maybe didn't. If you want to keep up with the journey of how the competition's going, be looking for those weekly wrap-ups every Monday on the channel. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.